My father was a born entrepreneur. He really put a lot of effort, hard work into building a business completely out of scratch. Our first factory was in our home. We were assembling switches and sockets. I was a 3-year-old watching that in the house.
He never allowed his business commitments to influence his family life in any way.
And at the same time, I think Anil was a very good student to him. So for the 20 years that he was under his tutelage, he really imbibed a lot.
Right from the very beginning, he was focused on ethics, which was something very difficult to attain in a very controlled economy in a country like India.
Overall, I think we believe a lot in family time. We grew up with an open space where we could communicate with each other.
I think for him, family always comes first.
I've grown to be that kind of a person, which helped me develop an open culture in my organization.
So Havells is the market leader in India for the electrical goods, and a lot of it is based on the relationships which we have been able to develop with our trade partners, and it has been carried over for the last many decades.
The shop is 50 years old. I have been dealing with Havells products for the last 15 years.
I think what he learned from his father and what he's actually been able to take forward is this incredible relationship with his distributors. He knows each of them personally, he knows what their problems at home are, he knows who's had children, who's doing what.
They just not only treat like us as only the business partners, they treat us like the family members.
I think what we strongly believe in is empowering everyone who works for Havells and is connected with Havells in whatever way.
He gives them the space to work whatever they can, and that's why a lot of people stay in the company for a very long time.
More importantly, he has brought a lot of diversity to the Havells culture. You see, when we were international business and as we go more and more global, we realize the patience, and the respect you need to give to the other culture.
I think what he's been really successful in being able to do is convert this into a branded product where the brand actually stands for something.
Havells means sincerity, a confidence of the customer, a faith in the product.
And doing good for the people, all the stakeholders, whether it's the dealers, the employees, your lenders, your investors. If you are good to them, business growth will follow.
The institutions which last long have objective which is much wider than just financial numbers. Where we started doing midday meal programs where we are providing hot meals to government school children every day. And today the number stands at around 60,000 students every day, meals being provided to around 650 odd schools.
If a meal is served to the child coming to the school, then the possibility of more children coming to the school will be there, so there will be more education for children.
I always had this vision of building a liberal arts and sciences university in India. Two of us went and just did a brainstorming session with Anil, and he could see that this was something that was important for higher education in India. We were sort of all the early founders of Ashoka University. It's less about the subject you've studied in college. It's more about some of the attributes and skills and mindsets that you've developed through higher education. What we want is a set of students who could think for themselves, then express their ideas, but also develop a genuine love for learning. And lastly, having a spirit of public service.
Anil has a great liking for the history, and he really feels that we need to conserve history for the generations to come.
We are very proud that Havells is associated with this restoration of Humayun Tomb and the entire area around that. When we started this project, we had around 100,000 visitors to this World Heritage Site every year. Today we have over 2 million visitors coming in.
So it was just really heartwarming to see Anil working with his teammates as a family, really as a community of invested leaders trying to make life better for their colleagues, their teammates, their customers, for the community.
We believe that visitors from all over the world coming in will definitely create a lot of opportunity for the urban slums living around those areas.
Giving back to the society has always been the guiding light of why do I wake up to go to work and the passion for work.
It's not just the starting salary, or it's not just the return on capital invested for a business, but it is actually how you are making a long-term legacy of the whole thing.
And to see them being so adept in business leadership, reinventing the company, competing fiercely in the marketplace, and at the same time being responsible community leaders, reminded me that Anil is really an amazing, exemplary leader.
It's amazing to see him run the business in a different way, but a totally family man at home.
I believe that every person works in a profession to have a fulfilling life, and a fulfilling life is not just complete by a profession, it's completed by the entire family and friends around.